Hi everybody, my name is Phil Bolander and my company's name is Seed and Lead. I wanted to come on today and talk with you about something that's been heavy on my mind for the last week or so. I recently attended a program put on by Vicki Gould in Michigan, and it was called the Billion Dollar Brand Event. And it was really an outstanding program on many levels. And one of the things that happened for me was I gained huge clarity around what it is, hi Roseanne, what it is that I want to be doing. And it's something that's been in me, and I talked about doing it in the past, and then through a series of events, I didn't fully jump into it. So here's the thing, this is not scripted, this has not been thought out, I didn't write myself any notes or any of that type of stuff. It's basically just coming clean, hi Roseanne, coming clean about what it is that I want to do with my business. Because as I continue to lay the foundation for this business, I know that there will come a time where the demand for the work that I do and the services that I provide is going to become very, very high. And I want to make sure that people know exactly what it is that I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So just a little bit of background, and this might be lengthy. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure if it's going to be a few minutes or a lot of minutes. So what happened for me was at this program last week, I had huge clarity around the fact that I really want to be working primarily with women. It's not to say that I don't want to work with men. In fact, I'd love to work with men who want to work better with women. My focus continues to be about serving women, supporting women, and being there for women. Now, let me tell you why. Because, you know, there are people that continually go on and on about what's your why, what's your why, what's your why. Well, I can tell you that my why started when I was about 11 years old. And my why came when, hi Fatma, good afternoon. My why came when my parents were divorced when I was about 11 years old. And I've told this story before briefly, and I'll tell it again briefly. What I watched was my mom go from being married to an executive who was quite successful in his career to being a single mother of 4 children. This was in 1970, and it was not a time where people were very gracious towards single parent families, and so I'll just leave it at that. And what I watched was my mom, with her resilience and grit and determination and everything that makes my mother the wonderful person that she is, I watched her pick herself up and move forward in really, really big ways. And I got to see her firsthand in her work environment over and over again. Hi Raya. And so what that did was it really made an impression on me watching women in the workplace after having spent so much time watching my dad, because I would go in and see my dad in his office, and you know, I got to see what that looked like, and then I got to see what it looked like for my mom to be in the work world. And it was completely different. It was way different. Even as an 11-year-old, I could see the difference. And so for me, what happened was, I think that's where the seeds were born in terms of being a supporter, crusader, advocate, whatever title you want to give me, whatever label you want to give me. It's really about being there for women. So what's really interesting about it is, as I continue to reflect on it, in 1982, when I started my career, I started in an industry that's dominated by women. The majority of the people that I worked with for the 25 years in that industry were women.